really care, you know, I'm not a credit guy, right? I just want your name to become a household name all over America. I'm going to read your father's book into YouTube, and I just want you out of prison. That's all I care about. You know, I'm not a complicated guy, David. You know.
Well, I kind of been working a lot of years, and everybody spot me every step of the way, and, you know, my father and everything. But what I need to do now is I need to get out of Dodge, because the only way I think we can win this is to use the inventions to get some publicity. Because I told you, guy bought the a machine, you know, CNC machine.
Here's the challenge that I have, and maybe you can help me with this. First of all, a lot of the other people I approach that are talk show radio hosts that could use your inventions to promote, you know, what they're doing, they're also felonies, because all the good people are felons now. So, you know, Ken Hovind, Bryce Matthew Quellar, I can name Tom Lacavera Stewart. They're all felons, not because they're bad guys, but because they were good guys and the state labeled them a felon. So I can't have you contact them directly, because felons can't talk to felons, right? That's another problem that I have. The other problem that I have is, let's say I go to Pastor James David.
They never told me I couldn't talk to a felon.
Really? I thought that was like a part of the game, you know, that felon. But maybe I'm wrong.
I talked to Obama released him.
Okay, I didn't know that. Or maybe I need to educate myself. So okay, let's forget everything I just said about that. Help me understand the pitch of, let's say I go to Pastor James David Manning. I say, Pastor Manning, I got this guy in prison. He claims he can make the best motor in the whole world, and it's going to replace every combustion engine in the whole world. Plus, he has a bunch of medicine treatments that are going to just change the world. And help me understand how to explain to him how that's going to, like, help him on his show, because I have a hard time with this.
What I would explain to him is, I did my own talk show, and the reason I made the minerals in the first place was to pay for that $10,000 a month bill. But I understand that we're trying to do enough business here. I hate to even use that word. But we're trying to do enough business that we can pretty much share the money ongoing with these shows. That if we hand out the free samples and we take some orders, I have no problem giving these people a percentage ongoing. Well, I want to support the cause. I want to support the mission, and I also would like to. I'd like to make thousands of these transformers and install them in different places.
Okay,
and use that income to support the cause. I'm suffering because they firebombed me. I used to make lots of money, and I had money, and I was fighting, and they were milking me like a milk cow, and they firebombed me, and now I got nothing. And so, you know, my work stopped because my father decided to pull the plug on me.
Yeah.
Use my yeah.
Well, you're like a real life John Galt, but here's, you know, I'm trying to understand. Let's say I go to Pastor James David Manning. What's like the practical next steps? Does he need to talk to Guy? I mean, does he need to go? What's like? I don't understand, like, the how.
Yeah, I would say if he wants to talk to Guy about handing out some free samples, really it doesn't take much airtime to plug a free sample.
Yeah. And where would the free samples come from? He wouldn't want to plug anything and then not deliver, right? So is Guy going to deliver on all the free samples? And
Guy said he would deliver on all the free samples.
Okay, I just think that a conversation needs to happen, because Pastor Manning ain't going to go say everything to his audience and then not be able to deliver it.
You can talk to Guy about it, but understand, half the people are just going to say, "What the heck? It's only $30 a gallon anyway. Just send me a gallon."
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is you're going to. I got no problem giving $10 out of every gallon to these hosts. That's why I wrote that email over there to Alex Jones. I know that he has a big nut to cover. It takes tens of thousands of dollars. The one station was $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
I was back up there with Bill Cooper. These people, they don't like asking for money. I understand that. But on the other hand, they have an audience, and it's not really fair that somebody advertise and get all their customers and not give them a share ongoing. That's not helping the cause either. Does that make sense?
Well, you're very generous, and I'm just trying to understand the practicalness of going forward with this idea. But it sounds like I'm going to have Guy's involvement, and Guy's a good guy. I mean, I've had multiple conversations with him. He's very busy. He's very busy.
What you really need, Guy has a tank of product, and he said he was going to order some sample bottles. And that's all. I only asked one thing, and that was this, Mr. Rudy, and that is he is by himself working 18 hours a day. So if one of these talk show people plugged the free samples, at least have the phone ring enough that there's enough needs to happen that he needs to hire somebody to answer the phone.
Yeah.
In other words, one free sample. In other words, that's not going to cut it. I'm in prison. I used to have a lot of money. What we need is 10,000 free samples going out the door, and a whole bunch of people saying, "Oh, just send me one of those gallons," because that generates income. And now we have money that pay for the advertising and for his talk show. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I'm not a greedy person.
No, I know you're not, David. I know you're not.
10,000 every month. I had to come up with it, and it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, the only reason I created WaterOz originally was just to pay for airtime. And I think it belongs to the people, and I think my formulas belong to the people. And if we can really remove the AIDS virus in 2 hours, people want to try it. You just have to be careful how you word it when you're on the air. We have reports that in 2 hours, Hep C is gone. Want to try some?
Yeah.
You know?
Wording is very important.
This call is from a federal prison.
Be honest about it, Rudy.
Yeah.
I, in the past, did not promote the copper, drinking an 8-ounce glass of it. I never said, "Oh, drink an 8-ounce glass." I had people taking tablespoons. So it was right before they kidnapped me and threw me in the dungeon, I figured out that, my goodness, remember I told you Derek drank an 8-ounce glass of copper water at 300 parts, and 2 hours later his 3-month cough disappeared?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was at the tail end that I figured this out. I was using zinc because zinc stops the sexual replication of viruses. I was using calcium because it masks the symptoms to make you feel better. But I never ever, I was using big doses of those, but I never really got around to pouring an 8-ounce glass of copper water to anybody. It just happened at the very end, and that's when they grabbed me. So that's why I've been real anxious to try it out on MS and MD, because I really think that copper is the cure for multiple sclerosis and muscular dystrophy. And I'd just give anything to get some samples to some people that are just waiting and sick, and they have no hope. And then when I realize now that the little boy on Monsters Inside Me, he died because he had a brain-eating amoeba. He could have drank 4 ounces of that copper water, and he would have lived. I mean, this is serious. This copper is carrying things that you're going to die from, and people are getting cured. You know, and so why shouldn't we offer a bunch of samples for free and let people try it? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We're not getting anything else done productive. I mean, we're trying to get out of Dodge here.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I'm waiting for the DeMaya case, and I'm procedurally barred everywhere. And until I get some evidence, some new actual evidence from the VA, that's why I'm working on this lawsuit here. I got to maybe sue, you know, Mr. Swisher. Well, I just don't know what to do, you know.
Yeah, no, I understand. We're going to trust in the Lord. You know, think about it like when Moses was at the Red Sea, and there was a lot of people probably looking at Moses like, you know, what's your plan? And it didn't look like there was a good plan because the Egyptians were bearing down upon him. Just trust in the Lord, David.
How about this for trusting in the Lord? How about I actually worked in Swaziland. I met the king, Mswati.
Hey, David, we're going to get hung up on. We're going to get hung up. We're going to get hung up on. When you say 5 o'clock, it's really 4 o'clock Central, right? You're in Eastern.
5 o'clock. I would meant 5:15 my time.
Yeah, that's Eastern Standard Time. So I need to be saying 4 o'clock. Okay, I just want to be clear on that. It's 5 o'clock your time. It's 4 o'clock my time.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's what we're going to shoot for, and I'll let you know if anything changes.
All I was 10 seconds. All I was going to say is I wouldn't mind offering this copper to some of these ambassadors of some of these countries that have a lot of people dying right now. If they would help you politically, call Trump and help some prisoners.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? It's an excuse to call somebody. It's an excuse to reach out to somebody. That's all I'm trying to say.
Amen, David. We're praying for your success. We love you, brother.
Okay, I'll call you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.